Alright, while I have these off, I might as well do a quick tutorial on how to remove broken and frozen header studs. So this came off of my 1990 GMC Vandura with a 350 short block. So I believe these heads are pretty generic 350 heads, ranging from, I believe, 70s all the way up till about early 2000s when they replaced the 350 with the LS. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to remove these. Now granted, it does take some specialty tools that not everyone has, but if you have these at your disposal, it's a fairly easy task. It just takes a little bit of time. So what I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to heat these up until they're red hot, orange hot really, with an acetylene torch. I'm going to cool them down very quickly in this bucket of, I guess now it's lukewarm water, because I just did that one. Here's the ones that I removed from there. I guess I'll video this whole process so that I can, you know, y'all can get a good grasp of what's happening. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so I do have the camera hopefully so that y'all can set up so y'all can see it. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So you take your acetylene torch, turn your gas on first. You're going to have to pardon me, this thing's been having a little bit of issues today. So get your gas going, nice and hot. Go ahead and turn on your oxygen. Well, my regulator on my oxygen tank's broken, so I have to not really jerry-rig, just put up with it. Get your flame nice and blue. It's hissing. It's going to take a little bit of adjusting to get it there. A little bit of practice. Normally you'd want to remove your oxygen sensor, but since I'm replacing it and it's kind of stuck itself, I'm going to be just leaving it in there. So you're going to keep that flame nice and tight, and you're just going to do nice steady passes on here, heating up the whole thing. Making sure to get the surrounding areas warm too, so you don't crack any of the cast iron. This is a pretty generic process for most headers. Even if you have a cast iron block, you can do this on it as well. Get the stuck bolts out of your head. Kind of nicely run over that, get it nice and warm. You want to make sure that the bolt is red hot as well before you decide to cool it down. And you can see my flame turned less blue. You got to adjust that again. You got a proper set with nice tools. It won't be changing on you once you set it. It stays. But I don't have that. See it warming up now, nice and hot. Don't worry, I'll only videotape one of these, and then I'll do a time lapse check on the other head to so you don't have to watch the whole thing. A bit of a tedious process, and not really tedious, more just time consuming. Just gotta keep the flame moving. Don't want to melt through any of the cast iron. All nice and rosy red. You can kind of see it's warming up now, but it needs to be bright orange. Is it raining?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet. Hope my windows are up. And we've been waiting for rain for a couple months. We've got some spitting here and there, but nothing really too solid. It's supposed to rain all night tonight, pretty hard. So hopefully we can get out of this burn ban we're in. Yeah, it's getting nice right now. Might have to do this 1 or 2 times just to get the bolt where it needs to be. Basically what we're doing is we're heating up the metal right now, we're just expanding it. We're going to dunk it in water to cool it down really quick and hopefully break the threads apart from the headers to the bolt. It's getting nice and warm now. Make sure you're constantly moving the torch, getting everything nice and orange. Don't let it sit any place too long. And don't let the torch get too close, otherwise you'll hear that and you'll start getting big sparks. That's where you start melting through. Go ahead and dunk it. And put your torch up now. Let it sit for a couple seconds, cool down real good. Alright, then you grab your vice grips, which I have seemed to have lost. Take your vice grips, grab the nut, or the bolt actually, try to wiggle it back and forth. If it doesn't budge, repeat the process. Now this one, some budging, so you want to wiggle it back and forth, you don't want to just straight up pull it out. That's where you run into problems. If it seems to stick or squeaks at all, just grab a little bit of penetrating oil. I like to use PV Blaster, kind of what I've been taught on, something kind of stick name brand, or stick to my name, whatever, I don't know. And if your wrench starts slipping on the threads, you can take a welder and weld just a little nub on there to add a little extra traction as you try to get it off. Man, my tank is really slow today. Grab it, right through it off. Notice how it squeaks. When it squeaks, add a little more PV Blaster, both sides. Make sure your grip's nice and tight. Wiggle it back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. Add a little more. Get it nice and lubed, and then continue on unscrewing it. Now, yes, I do realize I'm using flame and a wooden workbench, but hasn't caught fire yet, so I'm not too worried. And if it catches fire, still not too worried. And there we go. First one's out. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to where I get them all out, and yeah. Alright, so I got the other two out, but I'm having a little trouble with this one. I'm just going to call it a day and finish that tomorrow when I have access to the TIG. But got this one nice and removed. So, yeah, basically done. I'm not going to update on the last bolt removal. Yeah, so that's how you extract bolts from a cast iron head, or I guess cast iron headers. And I was corrected, these started, this style of head for the 350 started late 80s and carried on to very early 2000s when they switched over to the LS instead of the 350 in most Chevy vehicles. So when I said earlier that it was from the 70s, I lied. It's late 80s is where this started from. Cool. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a little bit and are able to use this somewhere in life.